Hey everyone, welcome back to KDX Bricks Analytics, where we talk everything Lego investing and reselling. And of course, we talk Lego deals because one of the most important steps is getting a great buy-in price to making this game successful and a lot of fun. Rakuten is up to 7.5% right now. A decent GWP is starting tomorrow, and there are a few other good sales going on that I want to show you. Like I said, on LEGO.com, Rakuten is 7.5% for most sets, and then 2.5% for exclusives and hard-to-find items. Normally, it is 2.5% and 1.5%. Hopefully, this good cashback continues on for a few more days, because starting tomorrow is this new GWP Lego 40698. Books are my passion. It is a small idea set, 285 pieces. Nothing too special, but it is a very pleasant, clean build. The easy chair build is decent and smooth. The nice tiled off floor, side table and plant are nice touches, and then the globe headpiece is pretty good. I'm here on Jay's Brick Blog, good website. Lifestyle photo is pretty nice. Here's the back of the box, a little description about the ideas. And then Jay's Brick Blog points out a couple of good points. If you get the new $330 Botanical Garden, also an idea set, then you get this little GWP that comes with it. Or if you get the X-Men X Mansion, then you get the Cerebro GWP. Picking up either of these, you would double up on their corresponding GWP and the Books Are My Passion GWP. And make note, this is the original fan submission, not the final Lego set. I do like the globe piece the fan used a lot better. The rest of this looks very, very similar, which is kind of uncommon. We get some really great ideas submissions, and by the time they become products, they change a whole lot, but these two are pretty similar. Of course, that's a lot easier with a much smaller set. I don't think this GWP is going to be huge on the secondary market. I do think it will be a little bit undersupplied, which leads me to believe that it will come back again someday. So if I were to pick some of these up, I would put them on eBay right away. My guess is $20 to $25. Oh, and I got to tell you the most important piece of data, which is that the buy-in threshold is $130. So if this resells for $20, a little bit less than my target 20% on a GWP. Let's look at Lego.com and see if there are any sets that I might consider picking up to get one or two of these GWPs. I'm going to go to the sales page first. Venomized Groot at 30% off is a pass. Endgame Final Battle at 30% off is a pass for me. I've seen these at 50% off occasionally at my local Walmarts. I've walked right by them every time. 40% off the Little Mermaid clamshell. That's a maybe. With a 7.5% Rakuten, price is down to about $90. And then if we do get $20 for the GWP, now we're down to $70, which would be picking this setup for pretty close to the equivalent of 60% off. I still don't think I'm going to go for it, but it could work for some of you. On my mentions and enthusiasm score table year to date, it only has one mention with an E score of 2, but on my not top sets table year to date, it has 9 mentions against investing. Mini Disney Palace of Agrabah, this is an exclusive, so it would only be the 2.5% Rakuten cashback. I already have a few of these because Lego has produced, I think, 5 mini Disney castles. When they first came out, I was thinking these would have a lot more buzz, but they haven't had any buzz. Most people are against investing in them. This one's been on sale a long time, probably because it doesn't have a minifigure. But if you do the Rakuten and the GWP, then it's probably the equivalent, about 45% off. I'm good with the few I have. My gut still tells me that these mini Disney castles that are related to some of the classic movies will do okay, but a very long hold time. Obviously, that's what all the data says. For example, in BrickBucks Ignite Supply and Demand Bot, it has a lot of red on the chart. It's out of stock all the time because it is a Lego exclusive, but even on Amazon, it's doing 37, 36, 44 maybe, with over 50 listings. The metrics say this set is not a buy. Jade Rabbit, already 40% off, stacking the GWP and Rakuten. The equivalent would be about $8 a unit. I do actually have a few of these. I don't think they're going to do amazing, but I grabbed them when I needed one more inexpensive set to get over previous GWP thresholds. And so if needed for this $130 threshold, I could do the same. I don't think it's the worst buy at this price. Friends Horse Training at 40%, passing on that. Atari 2600, you guys know I love the build, but it is a hard to find, so only 2.5% Rakuten. 20% off is not nearly enough. One thing I do find interesting is this set was 40% off on Lego.com for a long time, and it's pulled back to 20% off, so I wonder if it is selling a little better these days. Pirate Snub Fighter at 30% off is a pass. Mars, Space Bus, and Rocket, this NASA-themed Friends set at 30% off. NASA sets can be very popular, but Lego is slapping the NASA theming on a lot of sets in different themes and sub-themes, so it feels like it's being overdone and diluted. I picked up a couple of these Olivia's Space Academy sets last year. They had a year and a half shelf life, $70 MSRP, and after shipping and fees, it's around $50. Not great. Obviously, I wouldn't have picked this up anywhere near full price. I think I got them for just over 50% off clearance at Target. Baby Rocket's ship is a pass. Bell's Storytime horse carriage, pretty adorable, but it's a pass. Asha's Cottage, 40% off, is a pass. DG and I have had a lot of fun joking about the 3 that I've picked up, but remember, I picked my 3 up for 50% off, maybe even 50% off. I pass on all the Avatar sets unless I find them 70 or 80% off at Walmart, which I did find about 10 of them 4 or 5 months ago. But the Tree of Souls set is the one and only Avatar set that I would consider. 20% off is not near enough, even with the GWP and Rakuten. Now on page 2, they're advertising Tree of Souls again. Some Wish sets that are no good. The UCS Hulkbuster. I'd grab one at $225, which I know is never going to happen, but huge pass. It is our number 1 set on the not top sets list with 25 mentions against investing. BTS Dynamite at 30% off is still way too expensive. I got 9 of these at $30 about 8 months ago from Walmart. No idea if that's a good investment or not, but give it a shot. The Hoopty, we've laughed at this set a lot. This needs to be flipped, where the savings is $63 and the sale price is 30%. Icons of Play, terrible set, that's a pass. Some more Avatar, some action play sets that I pass on, and then let's check the last few sets on page 3, and it is keychains, and that's it. Now to get that Bookworm GWP, there are a few sets that I would consider purchasing at full price to pick it up. Let's go to shop by theme. Of course, we have to go to Brickheads first, one of the only themes that I'm willing to pay full price for, because they're already at great price points and they are Lego exclusives. The Lord of the Rings Brickheads are fantastic. Legolas and Gimli is still in stock. Aragorn and Arwen, out of stock, came back briefly, out of stock again. I haven't seen this one in my Lego store in months. I think the Sonic the Hedgehog Brickheads that are retiring at the end of this year are pretty good, so I could see picking up a few of those. I'm not excited about these multi-pack sets that are in the $50 to $60 range, because last year's Battle of Endor Heroes isn't doing great, and last year's Harry Potter Professors of Hogwarts is also not doing great. But remember, both of those were at 40% off right before they retired, so I'm keeping an eye out for these 2 to do the same. Passing on all of the other Harry Potter Brickheads. These are all newer. The Sonic 2-pack with Shadow and Knuckles. I've heard many others say they prefer the single character Brickheads. I generally agree with that, but this Sonic 2-pack is pretty awesome. Obi-Wan and Darth Vader retiring at the end of this year, just so-so. Frodo and Gollum is still in stock, obviously the weakest of the 4 Lord of the Rings Brickheads, but this one is only $15, and I think bundling all 4 of them together and selling them as a single unit saves a lot of time. Might get a little less value per unit, but I think it would be worth it for the time saving. Tusken Raider is awesome. I have about 25 of this set retiring at the end of this year. I do like Spring Festival Mickey Mouse. I think this one was rumored to be on the retirement list briefly, and now it is not, but correct me if I am wrong on that. And then Gandalf the Grey and Balrog, my favorite of the Lord of the Rings sets, out of stock. And I've heard rumors that people are not seeing this in their Lego stores anymore, and so this one could be gone, but we'll have to see. And then all the other Brickheads are sets that retired at the end of last year. And let's check out 1 or 2 other themes. Let's go to Creator 3-in-1, because there is one set that I could be interested in because I have never seen it on sale, and that is this exotic pink parrot. It is a Target exclusive. I don't have any yet. I do plan and hope to get a bunch. I'm still holding out that this one will go on sale at least a little bit at Target, but as we approach Black Friday, if I don't start hearing any buzz that this one will go on sale, then I'm going to start picking some up, because I am worried this one could disappear from the shelves early. And remember, that pink parrot is the sister set to this exotic parrot that came out first and is not retiring until the end of next year. So the pink parrot has a really short shelf life compared to this one. And to give a point of reference, let's throw the blue parrot into the supply and demand bot, and this one has a sales rank of below 500, tons of average daily drops, all green on this chart. The demand is crazy high for the not exclusive blue parrot that has the longer shelf life. This chart tells me everything I need to see. I'd be more than happy to pick up the pink parrot at full price. And then one more quick set to show you. I think it is still out of stock on lego.com, but it's an idea set, and we probably have to go to page 2 to find it. Yep, it's going to be all the way. There we go. It is The Office. It is still out of stock. May not come back to lego.com. It is a Walmart exclusive, still in stock there, but at full price. I hate buying sets at full price, especially in the $70 to $200 range, but I did pick up actually 7 of these recently from Walmart, knowing that half of them would come totally crushed. And so 4 of them, the boxes are in bad shape. And this is one of those sets where the box needs to look good because part of the appeal is the nostalgia to this show. So you want the whole presentation. It's one of the black boxes that's aimed at adults. So of my 7, 4 are getting returned. I will keep 3. That's all I'm doing for now. If it does go on sale, I'll dollar cost average down a few more. Now let's look at the discounts on Target. There are 97 sets. You can also do Rakuten at Target, but it's only 1%. Obviously better than nothing. I've said this before. If you've never used Rakuten, make sure that you sign up using somebody's referral link because you'll save $30 or 10% off in the first week. It kind of depends on what promo they're doing, but it's around $30 to $50. And also the person whose referral link you use will get a $30 bonus. And the part I've said before is, of course, go pick your favorite Lego YouTuber out there. All of us have our referral links in the description of our videos. As you see, I collaborate with a few of them and I talk to a few others. The handful of us that do regular videos on Lego investing and reselling on YouTube are a solid community that likes to chat with each other and bounce ideas back and forth. So definitely go pick your favorite. We all really appreciate it. The Dungeons and Dragons CMFs are on discount right now, but that ends really soon, but they'll be on discount again. I rarely invest in minifigures, but I actually picked up a bunch of these because I found them on a pretty good sale. And a few of these, especially the Dragonborn Paladin, are doing really well. The Paladin is doing the best. One $5 minifigure, already $15 on eBay. Here's another one, is $16.99, $14.40 plus $7.20 from Canada, $15. The new NASCAR Next Gen Chevy Speed Champions, not retiring yet. I pass on all of the Advent calendars. The Plum Blossom new set looks great. A few other sets that are not of interest. The Target exclusive Invisible Hand that was supposed to retire at the end of this year fell off the retirement list. $50 is already a decent price. I think we'll get it for below $40, so I'm being patient until it gets close to retirement. The cut cherry blossoms are decent but not retiring yet. The N1 Microfighter, worst set ever. Absolute pass unless it was like $1.50. This year's battle pack that's not retiring until the end of next year. Original retail price was $30. The new Target standard price is $26.99 and it's on discount from there. Passing on all of these. Commander Cody helmet, one to watch, but I picked up 20 at, I think right after tax, it was $39.50 from Target, and that was a few months ago. Disney Duos is a Target exclusive. No buzz at all for this set. I wish they were all brickheads and individual sets, so this discount is not close to good enough for me. Darth Vader is retiring at the end of next year. Captain Rex helmet is retiring at the end of next year. The Bark Speeder is a new set. Let's go to page 2. Miles Morales versus Morbius, kind of like a superhero speed champion set. I've heard a little bit of buzz around this one. At 50% off, I might pick up a couple. Here's the Batwing that has got some buzz here and there throughout the year. Most of the talk was that $38 was way overpriced. $32 is still too high for me. Botanicals Dried Flower Centerpiece, I picked up my 6 at $32, so obviously I wouldn't grab any more at $38. This set is the redheaded stepchild of the Botanicals line because pretty much all of them do between 5 and 15,000 of units per month throughout the year, and this one only does 1 or 2,000. However, now that we're into fall, because this is a fall piece, we are at 10,000 per month, so there is still demand for this set. I feel good at the ones I picked up at $32. Hogwarts Room of Requirement and I Am Groot are both retiring at the end of this year. I would need much larger discounts. Mandalorian helmet is still hanging on because it's looking like the rumors are really becoming true that we are getting at least a Jango Fett helmet. I hope we get a few more. They are awesome. And then here's another important one to look at, the Batmobile. I think original MSRP was $48. Target's new price was $38.50 down to $31. So we're getting into the range of a decent price, but we're going to come back and look at this a little bit more later in this video. I do like the Icons vehicles that aren't all stylized up, the ones that are just muscle cars or sports cars. So this one is pretty good to me. There's no buzz around these, which I find crazy. Obviously, this tiny little discount is not near enough. I think at the right price, and if willing to hold on to it for 4, 5, 6 years, which is way too long of a strategy for good Lego investing, but still, I think this one will go up in value eventually. Star-Lord's helmet is a huge pass, even though it is a Target exclusive. All of these are newer sets, other than the Marvel one on the end, which is a pass for me. Technic Mars Rover is an awesome set. Not retiring at the end of this year, so I'm not picking any up yet, but good to see a sale already. I would want to pick it up for $65 or maybe $70. Take note that the original Mars Curiosity Rover, which was an Ideas set that retired in 2014, retailed for $30, and now it is going for over $350. So doing the math, of course, that means this $100 set set will be worth over $3,000 someday. No, I am totally kidding. This set was in different times. The ideas, concept was very new. There was much less supply on the secondary market. So the new $100 set will do nothing like that. It won't even get close to the $350 set that the other tiny one is worth. But buying in at $65 or $70, I think it'll go to $150 or $170 and be a decent investment. I still love the Chewbacca set, mostly because we knew we were getting the CP3O and a good R2-D2. Investing wise, it'd have to be for $100 max, but more like $90 for me. Passing on the others. Speaking of R2-D2, here is the way overpriced one that looks pretty thick and not my favorite in my opinion. Why would anybody buy this set when there is a $100 R2-D2 with the Darth Malik minifigure? I think that's what it is. If I'm messing that up, please let me know. I just can't remember and I don't want to look it up right now. Yavin 4 Rebel base, $160 down to $144. No, it's got to be below $100. E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter, originally retailed at $110. Target's new price is $91, so on sale for $81. Not terrible. All 5 minifigures are exclusive. Ahsoka Season 1 wasn't that popular. Hopefully Season 2 is better. I think longer hold time there could be a chance because of the 5 exclusive minifigures. I do have 2, and I think after stacking promos, GWPs, all that kind of stuff, I think I was closer to $70 if I recall. Passing on all of these, even though my son really wants this ski and climbing center. I took the kids skiing in Colorado last year for the second time in their life. We went to Western Colorado, I forget what it was, but some smaller, not nearly as expensive as Breckenville area, and it was a blast. And so I will be getting this one for my son someday, probably for Christmas. Nothing of interest here, and same thing with that row of 4, and same thing with those. Let's go to page 4. We're probably out of the sets that I want to highlight. Shadow's Head on a Steak is already on sale, and gliding through all of these, some newer sets. One of the new Speed Champions at the new $27 price point is on sale. This is probably the least popular of the latest wave of Speed Champions because it's a concept car, but I need to see much greater discounts on the more expensive Speed Champions. The latest Batmobile, I think this is the cartoon version. I have some interest in this set because the tumbler that retired in 2022 is up from $40 to $50, and the classic TV series Batmobile is up from $30 to $43. But it just came out, so I'm not looking at it until it hits a retirement list. And now let's go to the last page, and it just has one item on it, which is a city construction set. Also new, so not paying attention to it, but keep in mind, some construction sets have done really well in the past, so I do track data and see if I think it's a good buy right before these retire. All right, before we wrap up, let's look at a few more sets on Walmart and Amazon. I definitely want to highlight this Creator 3-in-1 3-pack for $20. 3 sets, 9 animals. Obviously, you can't build all 9 at one time. This is an only at Walmart gift pack, if you will. So let's look at these individually. The first one is Mighty Dinosaurs. It's been out since 2017 and still not retiring. $15 set. Fantasy Forest Creatures, adorable little set, much shorter shelf life, also a $15 set. And then my favorite of the 3 is the Deep Sea Creatures. It's been out since 2019, also $15. We add all those up, $45 total retail, but you can get them all together for $20. That works out to $6.66 per unit. And remember, inside the box, the original sets will be in their original boxes, so you can open this up and sell each of these sets. So $6.66 for Mighty Dinosaurs, $6.66 or $6.67 for Fantasy Forest Creatures, and the same price for Deep Sea Creatures. Big question is, are any of these sets popular? Let's go to our handy dandy supply and demand bot. Deep Sea Creatures is all green with an average sales rank all time of 1,200. Fantasy Forest Creatures, not as great, but still fantastic with all green and an average sales rank of just over 3,100 all time. And the Mighty Dinosaurs is the same story, but again, this one isn't retiring yet. So for my investing strategy, I love this set. Let's scroll through a few of these and see if there's anything else of interest. The Countach for the standard 20% off. I'm waiting for a better deal, hopefully right at the end of the year. Some of the previous Technic monster trucks have done okay. I would need it at 50% off. Some newer sets not retiring yet. Another 3-in-1 gift set. This is the Star Wars, $48 for these 3 sets. Factoring in their normal discounts, we can get the Battle Pack for about $15, Obi-Wan Starfighter for $20 or $23, and then Yoda Starfighter for probably $25. So that brings us to between $60 and $65. This one is not nearly as good of a deal. Plus 2 of the 3 are not retiring. And then another 3-in-1 gift pack. And I promised that we would come back and look at these two sets. So $50 for the Batmobile and Batwing, and then just a tiny poly bag with another Batman minifigure. So this isn't anything too special or of great value. So basically $25 each for the Batmobile and Batwing. And as you saw at Target, they were already $31, $32. I know $25 each on these sets is great compared to the original MSRP. I got two of this because when they first showed up, they went out of stock quickly. So when they came back, I got two, thinking they might go out of stock again, but they did not go out of stock yet. They are still available. And so I'm not going to get any more yet. And I'm wondering if Walmart will end up having to put this box set on 20% off. And then we're paying $40 and we're paying $20 per vehicle. And again, the bonus poly bag thrown in there. If that was the case, I might pick up a few more. Otherwise, I'm stopping at the two. And here are the 28 sets that are currently on sale at Walmart. And I don't think there is anything else to highlight in here. Most of these are not retiring at the end of this year. Yeah, there's nothing too exciting to highlight, but at least I'm showing you what is currently on sale. I will mention the 1970 Ferrari 512M is a great build, great set. It was supposed to retire at the end of last year, so this one feels a little stale. I do think it will hit that $10 to $12 mark like the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger and the James Bond Speed Champion set. Quick look at Amazon. It's not giving me the option to just filter out everything on sale, so we just gotta scroll through these. A lot of these are on sale. None of them catch my eye. This NASA Technic Planet Earth and Moon in Orbit, originally 75 down to 69,000 sold in the last month. I am super surprised by that. I am not interested in this set at all, but with that 9,000 in a month, I do need to keep an eye on it. I think it's ugly. Yeah, the concept is kind of cool. Yeah, it's really educational and very mechanical, which can draw some people in, but I'd be surprised if that was a good investment. The Tuxedo Cat, new set, so not paying attention to it yet, but 6,000 in a month. That's pretty interesting. There are a lot of cat owners out there. I've heard rumors that at least one more cat set similar to this could be coming out, but those are just rumors at this point. So something to keep an eye on. I forget if this Arctic snowmobile set is retiring this year, but some of these $10 city sets with a couple of animals end up doubling or tripling. You got to move a lot of units to make it worth it, but on sale, they can do all right. I actually do have a few of these already. Speed Champions Mercedes 2-pack. I like it. It was pretty much flying under the radar until Kohl's had those huge sales on it, but at a more expensive price of $28, 7,000 in a month is great. So the demand is there. After getting and using my Kohl's cash and doing all the math to get the average sales price for all of the Kohl's sets that I picked up, I got 10 of these at 51% off. And so $17. I'm super excited about that. Some more botanical sets that do awesome on Amazon. Oh, here's the Mighty Dinosaur that's part of that $20 3-pack we were just talking about. I didn't look it up on the Ignite bot, but it is 20,000 units in the last month. The demand is crazy high. Ideas Fender Stratocaster. This is still one that I like, but I haven't gotten any yet because I'm really hoping and thinking there's a decent chance it is going to hit a really good discount. We've already seen it for 20 or 30% off. I think we have a shot at 40% off from one of the retailers before the end of the year. Another Speed Champions 2-pack with good sales velocity. I still look at the Speed Champions like evergreen sets, but I target 40% off, and I'm very patient waiting until the end of the year. A couple of Minecraft sets. The Mario 64 question mark block is still available at retail. 3,000 a month is good velocity for a $200 price point. A lot of people love it for investing. It's not for me. Creator 3-in-1 Medieval Castle. I do like this set. I want a better discount. It has had a long shelf life, but if you get 2 or 3 of them, you can build some really good castles. There are some good rebrickables. Friends Botanical Garden is an awesome set with a new $330 Ideas Botanical Garden, which obviously is much better, but a huge price point. I think that one being on the shelves for a few years will actually keep people reminded of any set like that and bring them back to getting this set at a much lower price, but paying the premium on the secondary market because this set is expected to retire at the end of this year. I think we get a chance at a little lower than the $60 price point. Let's just say it's $50, for example. You buy 4 of them for $200 and you can make a pretty darn good enclosed botanical garden that is still $130 less than the Ideas version. The Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell that we talked about earlier, $800 at the $96 price point per month isn't terrible. All right, that's everything that I wanted to highlight on Amazon and at all of the retailers. Black Friday is close enough that I am starting to watch very, very closely all of the sales and deals because if you recall, last year and most of the years prior, some of the retailers like Target don't like to wait until Black Friday. They'll start putting some great circle deals or just regular discounts a week or two ahead of time. So the next couple of months should be pretty exciting. I'll report back as much as I can find as quickly as possible to you. Thanks a lot for watching this one. That's a wrap, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.